Yep. So, welcome to a very special episode of Planet Zoo, Headache Edition. I'm gonna try to keep decorating my disaster of a zoo while fighting a headache. Why are my guests miserable? Oh, it's still having litter problems.
Yeah, you never went back in and out of those trash cans.
I did actually, but the minions that I have, the cleaning minions, have not finished cleaning.
Do you have enough minions?
We're about to have 2 more. Oh my god, where's all my minions? Pretty sure I added... Yeah, I've got trash bins. I guess just not enough. I really didn't expect people to love the absolute basic setup I have. Okay, can't put that there. Can't put that there. So I guess we're going to put you here. Let's put some more trash bins because, oh my god. Pretty sure my trash minion's full-time job was stomping trash. Right, so last week I added a Australia section. I've got me my lovely wallabies, my emus. I've got platypus somewhere in here. And I even managed a wombat. He is so cute. So fluffy. And it poops squares. So, to re-explain real quick, basically, we have a mirror match going on between me and the person who owns this channel, Nisey, and basically we're going to be making competing zoos. We're gonna have randomized biomes. We have certain other rules involved, but mostly it's the random biomes that we have to match part to part. So, I'm filling in this section right here this week, and she will be filling in this section, well, whenever I actually finish mine. And from there, we're going to fill out the zoo until someone's computer crashes or whatever. And compare notes, see who has the more popular exhibits. If we can figure that out. Oh, thank you, I actually have...
Oh, I didn't know you drunk one.
Oh, that's okay. Now I have an extra water. So, at this point, I need to figure out what I'm going to do. Now, we have a few obligations. We spin the wheel. We had a little digital wheel that we spun to get our minimum number of species. We have to have some kind of guest amenities. A restaurant, a food court, a shopping area, something.
We also spin a wheel to select the biome.
Well, I already brought that up.
Oh, I didn't hear you say that.
Yeah. So, oh. Let's go ahead and make sure that's covered just in case. I don't think there's bedding underneath that, but I want to make sure it's covered. So, I do have to make a guest area, but I have 4 species, and the maximum on the wheel was 7 to begin with. So I'm pretty good on species almost no matter what I do. The biome that we're working with is grassland. These all have to be grassland critters. You know what? I almost want to... Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to get... Oh, I forgot I have tours running. This came out in the latest update. It's basically walking tours, where they walk along and inform your guests, increase their education level. And I don't really know what effect it's had. But why are these people still trying to see through the thing? Why? I blocked your view on purpose. Oh my god. Why are they doing that? I have vista points right here. Here, you know what? Let's make a couple more just in case they need to spread out a little. I hate to do that, but I really don't want guests stopping to stare at the green construction wall. Is there no way to mark that as not a viewing area? Ah, I wish I had a better view of the emu through this green solid wall. If only. If only technology exists. I could have sworn the wall would resolve that, but apparently it didn't. I thought they would have defaulted to not trying to look through the wall? I wonder. Oh, you know what? I wonder if that'll help. Okay, so I used a lot of null barriers to make this. Null barriers are basically barriers that don't do anything. They don't really exist. But normally guests don't try to look through barriers. Which makes me wonder if they are trying to look through a barrier, which they shouldn't be doing because it's not there. They think there's no barrier. Train too uneven for placement. Okay, that's problematic. Well, okay, let's start with seeing if we can get this nice big... Oh, you know what? Bet it's going to be right there, yep. Okay, so I got concrete there. Come on, you. Boy, you really don't want to select, do you? Concrete there. Okay. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to basically concrete all this stuff. And hopefully that will get them to stop trying to look through the dirt and solid wall. And I accidentally just made it huge. Okay. Okay, so hopefully people will stop lining up in front of the wall. Facility broken down. Do I not have maintenance people? The only downside, the only real downside that I see to doing this in sandbox mode is that I really prefer having some kind of financial system to control my limits, because otherwise there's zero reason why I can't just slap down another mechanic and solve the problem. Staff room is far away. You know what? You guys have a point. That staff room is far away from you, so as part of our... Okay, you know what I want to do? Okay, so here's the plan. We are going to transition this section... We're going to transition this into a guest rest area. Let's see. And then I'm going to put in an animal drive-thru. I'm going to do a safari. Yes.
Just make sure they're grasslands animals.
I know they're grassland animals, lady. I know the deal. I still have to decorate my staff huts. So I feel silly making a square, but on the other hand, still didn't do what I wanted. So there's that. Now, get rid of you. Yes. And then this is not going to line up. Arrgh! Feel the fury that is decoration. Let's see here. So we are going to make a little staff path. Just to make that one guy happy. Apparently that one guy needs to have a shorter path. Do we want to connect it here, or do we want to... Because I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put seating in here. Ooh, or you know what? I could put a food court here, and put all the buildings like in this square, and have the seating outside. I wonder. We need enough room. We need enough room for seating, or else they're gonna flip their shit.
Uh-oh.
What?
What are you putting in?
I'm working on my my rest area. I forgot what width I had in here. Good enough. Fancy rounded corners, because I'm swanky like that. I know you work. You lined up for it. Come on. There we go. Fancy. So, in case you don't know the trick, basically when you put in a remove section here, if you put in a section of walkway on a corner and then remove it, it'll smooth out the corner as well as it can. Doesn't always work so great, but it can make your walkways a little bit prettier, a little bit more rounded. Oh, I forgot I was going to get rid of this whole stupid section. Because basically, I did this a little awkwardly, because last week I rebuilt this entire section. I did have a more plebeian square habitat thing, because I wasn't really thinking. I wasn't in the game, as it were. And eventually I figured out, hey, you know what? That's pretty ugly and boring, and I am competing with my wife, which means I have to show her up as hard as I can. I'm sorry, I was waiting for her to say something smart-ass, but I guess not.
No, I said it under my breath. I was trying to behave.
Why would you do that?
Sleepy.
We all know
Jesus
our
Christ.
banter is... Oh, what? Oops. We all know our banter is the best part of this.
Plebeian. Do you know how many people you've probably just insulted?
For what? Your plebeian design? It's your plebeian design.
Ugh.
Besides, I wouldn't call someone else's design plebeian. You're my wife. I can get away with it.
Oh my Wow. Wow.
Oh, I'm sorry. Was I too honest for you?
Oh.
Was that what it was all about? In case people aren't aware, this is all fun and games. We have a sense of humor. I don't actually think my wife's designs are plebeian, and I better tell her that before she gets silly.
He does.
No. No. Your designs are not actually plebeian, but it's amusing to say so. They are predictable. There is that. Not gonna pretend that's not true. Well, they were. You've actually gotten a lot better, to be perfectly honest.
I was gonna say, my frog house has been predictable for you.
No, you've actually done a very good job with the frog house.
I'm slow, but I'm trying to work things out in my brain, so I know I'm a slow builder. Never claimed to be fast. If I was in there all the time, maybe I'd be a little bit faster, excuse me. But my brain likes to do things backwards a lot of the time, so it slows me down.
All right. So I'm trying to be a little bit more... I'm trying to prepare this thing to be a little bit more decorative, because basically I still have to conceal all of these staff buildings and probably put in another staff center, because of course we're not going to be happy with the staff center available. So I'm just trying to plan ahead for decor. I think what we're going to do is we're going to have to move these. Yeah, we're going to move these so I can put in a bigger staff center. Yep, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to decorate the hell out of this to hide it from... my goal is to make something that looks like an actual zoo, which means hiding the ugly bodies, and like you can see off in the distance the water pumps. I'm sure it's a beautiful vista for those who are interested in engineering, but for your average animal watcher, perhaps not. So, gonna decorate all that and try and make that fancy, and then I think we're gonna put a new staff center. We're gonna delete. Well, let's put the new one in first. So let's see, facilities. Gonna go to staff, and we need a staff room. We're gonna get ourselves a bigger staff room. Exit this grid because I don't want it on the same grid. Okay, so what we're gonna do is, we're gonna kind of line it up there. Oh, good. Now when the staff takes a break, they can animal watch. The people eating, to be precise. I'm sure that's what every person on break wants, is to stare at the idiots who are making things worse for them, but that's okay. Because they're just NPCs. Oh, I probably have work zone. Yep. I'd like to make sure that these guys get breaks. Okay, so that is a separate work zone thing. I don't think I have to actually cover the talk points because it's an organized tour.
Are you putting in a tour?
I already did.
Oh.
Okay, so now everyone has access to the rest area. Huh. No, I think I want to work on this first. I specifically want to set up the rest area to try to drive these crowds out of here. Because they're so gathered around the porta potty I have in place and the information booth, and I don't even know... What are you guys doing here? Yeah, you guys are all trying to line up for the friggin' vending machines. Let's give you some real food, huh? So, we definitely want this to be grasslands based. So, we're going to give you a pause because I don't want you guys wandering in while I'm working on this stuff. But it's time to start making some stuff. Okay, I like the food truck. It's too bad that's not suitable for what I'm doing here.
Oh.
It's not. I'm trying to make like a
Oh, we're going upper tier.
We're trying to be.
Trying to be fancy.
Yeah, kinda.
This is a $50 a head zoo.
I realize that you like to slum it with the poors, but I rather don't. Alright, so...
Excuse me, Mr. Flamingo Top Hat.
That's Sir Flamingo Top Hat, and get it right. Okay, so I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna put our eggs in the same basket, as it were. So I kind of want to let's move you over, and then we're gonna exit the group. I'm gonna try to kind of center this. I'm gonna turn off the angle snap so I can get this right. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna center this. Okay, and then we're going to keep editing these things. So I've got some water. I need food, definitely. Bernie's Bakes. Oh, cupcakes, yes. How do I want to... Yeah, we're gonna put you there. So I've got my chief beef. Chief beef. And I've got my hot dog squad. That should be enough food. Merchandise! Okay, you know what? I definitely have to use this stupid shell to sell dumb things to people. Gotta do that. So you know what? We're gonna make this into our... We're gonna have a hippie selling garbage.
What?
Who else would drive a vehicle onto a zoo to sell product?
What garbage?
I don't know. I still haven't figured it out. Let's see. I could sell hats, balloons, mementos. Let's have mementos. Oh. I probably had to... Yes, I probably needed to exit that group before I did that. Yeah, let's add just some mementos here.
I thought you were doing the van.
I am doing so, but I have to... I think I had to... Oh!
No, no, no.
Oh!
Use the
Oh!
counter.
Oh, okay. Okay, I failed to realize that was the purpose of the counter.
Yeah, no, you can put the counter in there.
Oh, okay, and that's why they have the little walk-up thing. Okay.
You can do, you can put any shell around the counter, but the counters should fit in the vans.
Yeah, I get it.
You might have to adjust the counter placement once you put the van down.
I forgot to adjust a van around the counter. It's probably going to be easier.
Well, I don't know if you have to raise it.
Complete with a slightly creepy ghost person standing in the middle of the thing. Let's see. I can see we're a little off. Swanky! Also, kind of stupid. Now that I've done it, I think it's a bad idea. Sorry, people who got hired for no reason. I'm afraid you're going to have to go. So in hindsight, that did not work for what I'm trying to accomplish, so we're going to go ahead and let that be. What we're going to do is we're going to add things to this. So let's see, we're going to add just a memento. I don't really want people popping balloons in our...
Yeah, I kind of wish they would give us something else, but they leaned into it with the anniversary and gave the Mylar-shaped balloons, and I'm like, I don't know if you'd really see balloons in a zoo setting realistically. But the people go crazy for them.
I just, considering concerns about, you know, having critters eat them.
Yeah, it does annoy me. I did put in a balloon stand, but with the amount of balloons that they keep letting go of, I'm just like, why?
I know we can move the group because I've done it before.
Are they all part of the same group, though?
I think so.
Didn't you exit the group at one point?
Yeah, I exited the... Oh, okay. Nope. Huh. I had just done it, too.
What's the little arrow up do?
Select group. Oh, thank you, honey. Yes, that is what I needed. I needed to select group. Doesn't have to be perfect. I just wanted it a little more centered because I'm a dork like that. Let's see. So I definitely need some power. Do I want to make it part of the structure, or do I want to... Yeah, I think I'm going to do it independently. I think we're just going to hide it in the back here.
It's either that or you can put it on the roof.
Yeah, but then I got to build a way for people to get up there to fix it and everything.
True. I forgot maintenance has to access it.
Okay, so... What does... Ooh, tree bark path, yes. So what we're going to do is we're going to tree bark path this. Or maybe we're not. Okay. Oh, there we go. Okay, so my plan is to put like building facades and everything over all of this to make it look fancy. And then having... That's going to irritate me to no end. But that's okay, because I'm going to be covering this with grasslands design.
What's going to irritate you?
The path is actually, like, kind of awkward.
It's Planet Zoo. The path's just always awkward.
Yes, granted. Okay, that's not going to happen. Sometimes when you try to like make these corners work, they really don't. Again, as she said, it's Planet Zoo. The path system is infamously terrible. So that's probably going to be good enough. So I've got that. I don't really need anything else. So it's time to figure out how we're going to decorate this. I am doing Australian stuff. And I do like the Australian wood setup. I don't know why, but I kind of like it. You know, yeah, we're gonna do it. We're gonna do this like a shack. Yeah, this is gonna be the snack shack. That's terrible, and I love it. Don't judge me. Let's see.
I'll judge you all I want.
Oh, you don't count. You're the competition. Okay, so how do we want to tier this? Always want to add some kind of decorative feature. Ooh, you know what? Can we... Okay, hold on. Now, another problem that I constantly have is the grid size and height. For some reason, certain pieces, when you select them, they insist on changing the grid size, and then because of a bug, it never fixes itself. So... By the way, if you hear a rhythmic crunching in the background, that is Nisey working on her wool.
Oh, I'm sorry. I can go do something else.
No, I don't care. I'm just pointing it out. I don't even know if it's being picked up, to be honest. You are being fairly quiet.
Yeah, it's barely picking my voice up, so I don't know.
Huh. I almost want to... Huh. Do that. Contemplating the idea of putting a tree in the middle or trees in the back and like making this two separate things with like a... Yeah, you know what? We're going to go with that. So what we're going to do is these are going to be quote-unquote two separate structures. I'm going to put some plants in between them, like trees and whatnot, to help cover the ugliness that is modern structures designed by someone who doesn't know what they're doing. Let's see. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to give this an angled roof angling towards those trees. I want all that water runoff to, you know, water the trees for free because we're cheap here. I've got competition when I can't really afford to be paying for no watering service for no plants.
In a sandbox game that money doesn't exist. Because you turned money off.
Well, it's a sandbox game. There was no point in having money. Especially with all the other stuff that you want turned off. Let's see.
I'm sorry, I just thought death turned off would be good, because then we can just focus on building.
Well, yeah, except we have to turn off money because I know how you build. We'll have no money. I've seen how you build. You can pretend all you want. Yeah, that's a nice little... Doesn't exactly go, but I really don't... The Australian wood comes with a basically rusted metal top, and I don't really care for it. I can't imagine actually having that as an actual thing at a zoo. So... Okay, now what I want to do is I want... Should have been... Was it over here? Roof trims, there we go. Let's see... What was this called? I can't remember what this was called.
Oh, was that the Twilight roof?
Is it? Yeah, it is. Sorry. So we're going to put a little decorative... Oh, wait, what is this at? This is 4 meter. I think I want the 1 meter. Oh, nope. Wow, that looks almost flat. There we go. Put a 2 meter in. I just want to add like a little lip just to cover things a little.
All of the loud vehicles ever today. My goodness.
Well, of course. We're streaming. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to put in... Okay, it would have been more effective if I went around the other way, but meh. Let's see. Okay, let's see if we got fencing. There's mesh. Yeah, we're gonna put in a little bit of mesh fencing, and that's gonna be how we keep people out of our garden area. Because we don't want kids wandering down here and having something horrible happen to them, because that means lawsuits. And that's how you know this is a simulation fantasy. It's because normally the lawsuits would be cheaper.
Would they, though?
Yes, that's why do you think that happens? It's cheaper to pay some kids off than to actually, you know, pay an architect to do it right. Okay, so we got that walled off. We're gonna do some grassland rockery here.
You know you can change the color on that wood around the fence, right?
Yeah, I know.
Okay, I just didn't know if you realized.
Well, I might put, depending on how my decor goes, there might be something growing there to block it. I don't know.
Oh, I just didn't know if you knew, because some stuff you're not familiar with, because it's been a while.
Okay, so we're gonna sink you in here. We're gonna have rocks for the kiddies to play with instead. That's not what they're designed to do, but we all know what kids are like.
What climate is this zoo in? Do we have to worry about snow?
I think it's temperate. I don't know if you have to worry about it, but snow exists. There's a little ramp for Timmy to use to get over the fence. Good design, guys. Good design. Who do I need to fire about this now?
You're the one that...
Because some engineer is going to get canned for this, and it's not going to be me. Well, I own the place. Clearly, it's not going to be me. Come on now. Really wish I could multi-select the different kinds of rocks and let it randomize like that, but it's obviously not going to happen.
Well, work for it.
Shush you! You of all people are not allowed to make judgment on that. I've seen you try to decorate things. What we're going to do is I think this is going to deliberately be like a signpost. Because I think I might attach signs to this pointing where you want to go. Because in theory, most people will be walking through this section and go, oh, hey, what's that up ahead? Turn around this. I'm going to have a lot of foliage here to block line of sight. And they're like, oh, look, it's a food place. Wow, that looks really out of place against those buildings. Okay, so... Huh. Also, I'm editing a group. Is this still attached to the thing? It is. You know what? So I don't actually want that there. Because that kind of breaks line of sight. I think I might have to put an actual sign there. Or maybe either that or an overhead sign up here when you walk by. Oh, welcome to the food court. Nah. If I got my paths too big... Nah, a little extra seating won't hurt any.
No, I found that if wider is actually a little better when you're doing the picnic tables and stuff because the guests can kind of get stuck on them. walking around them, so a little extra room around them is not that bad.
Now, I know there's signposts in this, so I think I'm definitely going to use a signpost for indicating where to go. Yeah, so what I'll do is I'll put signposts on the corner to indicate where to go for things. Let's see. Ooh, I'll put a sign on that. There we go. This is gonna be the ugliest rest area ever. Let's see. I'm gonna filter to grassland and see what kind of trees I can. Oh well, palm trees, of course. It's gonna be the oasis. Wow.
That's desert.
Wah! Jesus, alright, fine. Now it's gonna be Wah City. How's that?
Well, it's your side of the zoo. You name it whatever.
You okay, hon?
Yeah. Oh. We discontinue it. They had a color of yellow out of stock for like months. And it was a color I had wanted to get, and now I don't even see it on the out of stock list. I wonder if they discontinued it. I think they did discontinue 3 shades, because originally said there was 63 shades in this particular line, and now it's saying 60.
So as you can tell, I'm looking for something that's very thick. I don't know though. That's not. None of this is meshing. I'm Nisey designing now. Whatever it takes, throw it in there. Throw it in there and see if it works. I've seen your frog exhibit. Don't lie.
What do you mean? Those are all tropical trees.
Okay, so maybe. What else have I got for trees? Okay. I need to undo all of this. Yeah. Well, it's a good thing we have a bulldozing tool.
You're getting rid of the building too? Why?
I wasn't happy with it. You're fired. Get out. I probably could have kept the building itself, but eh. Okay, so. Yes, we're gonna. So I'm thinking instead of doing what I was doing, I'm thinking like a central rock spire going up and all these things around it and try to like make it blend in with rocks. So we are gonna go grassland and put ourselves down some baseline rocks. going to look ugly because I'm going to be filling the gaps with other rocks. But meanwhile, I just got to figure out my height. Oh, you'll have to forgive me just a second. My apologies, a little bit of family shenanigans, as always. So where was I? Right, I was trying to make this tall. Because I think, ultimately...
How much stuff was still left?
Huh? Not much. I think, ultimately, we are going to... Yeah, okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to set up our facilities now and build around them. I really wish that these would be open when I first got them. Like, I can always put in the counters and do a... If I do the counters, yeah, then I can put a little bit of shelter over them. I kind of like that. So what I'll do is I'll put a little cave wall stuff, and I'll put some artificial walls around it. I like that. Okay, yeah. That's the game plan. Okay, so we're going to... Okay, so we got that. I want to have beef and hot dogs at least. Yeah. Okay, and then we're going to get our drink stalls. Water. You may hear the sound of my loving wife dealing with the various parental units. It's just in their nature, unfortunately. They tend to make things that don't need to be complicated very complicated. So that's just how it works out. Do a little joint cave gift thing. You okay?
Did you remember to unmute yourself?
Yeah, I'm currently unmuted.
Okay. Sure. No, just parental.
Being Neeners?
Something like that.
Okay, so now let's grab our pathing. I think we are going to do... I don't really like doing the natural paths. It don't look right. Could do the stone path. How does that look?
Yeah, I've never liked the natural paths. They just... something about them just looks weird.
Well, that one's with a... Oh, possibly because I've got the width cranked up.
And you can't, I don't think you can get rid of the curb on the natural path either. You can probably hide it.
No, I'm putting the curb there on purpose.
Oh.
I am doing that on purpose. That is intentional.
Maybe it's the curb on the elevated staff path. One of them you can't get rid of.
Okay, alright, so now I can do... I've got that set up, so what we're going to do is we're going to start using these to break them up a little. Oh boy, it's like I'm wanting to make a jungle gym for kids to do stupid things with. Hooray!
Just put a sign that says "Do not climb on rocks" and you're good.
Well, by good you mean I'm legally covered.
Yeah.
I can hear you getting into the spirit of things, dear. Yeah, so what we're going to do is we're going to do some... I know there's some pillars here. Here we go.
Or, alternatively, you can do some flower beds with little fences around them to prevent people from walking through there.
Okay, you may not remember what it's like to be a kid, but that really didn't stop me at the time, you know?
Well, if parents aren't watching their kids at the zoo, the kids might become part of the exhibit, so, you know. Kinda on them at that point.
Yeah, I'm liking this. So, as you may have noticed during the process of me getting this set up, I tend to figure things out as I'm working on them. So, like, I'll sit here and I'll say, this isn't good, but let's work on it. And in the process, I'll eventually figure out, hey, this is actually what I want to do. So, I've got... So I did the whole central thing, poked around, saw that the leaves and everything weren't working as intended, and said, oh, well, what about rocks? Turns out the answer was yes, rocks. I will say, though, my poor claustrophobic workers probably ain't going to be happy here.
Well, I mean, you could raise their rock roof up, just like their overhang, just a little bit, because they're gonna jump the counter to get out, so they're probably gonna be smashing their heads into.
I'll put out a notice, employees, please do not try to jump the counter.
They're gonna do it anyway.
Actually, I might actually like put in a door in the rocks just to imply otherwise.
Well, I have not used the counters myself yet, so I don't know how they take breaks from them, but I imagine it's the same
I'm
thing.
pretty sure they hop the counter, dear. And of course we don't want them to breathe properly, so let's just go ahead and wall them off here. There is no airflow in this workplace. If you want airflow, you can work for those pansies at Disney. And for those who may not be aware, that's the joke. Because, wow, being a Disney person sucks. That is some tough, tough work.
Yeah, I imagine they don't get paid nearly enough.
Not really, because from what I understand, it's a lot like those cocktail waitresses at in Atlantic City. Like, there's a definite time limit to how long you can be doing this shit.
Per day, or
like as far as like you're gonna use your youth doing this, and when you're done you're gonna be kind of broken.
Well, some people have done it for like 30-40 years.
Yeah, but what kind of characters?
Not like not costumed characters, like.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm talking about, excuse me.
Well, that's what the Disney College program is for.
Yes, for getting cheap workers to do your drudge work.
Come on in, interns. We own your soul for the next however many semesters you're with us.
Hope you don't like actually, working. I mean, learning. You're just here to staff our park, really. Wrong button. Good job, Russell.
What'd you do?
Oh, I hit the wrong button. I thought I made that clear in my statement.
Oh, well, I'm behind where you are.
Oh, okay.
And when you said wrong button, I'm like, it didn't look like you hit anything wrong.
Let's see here. Whoop. Whoop.
Yeah, I went out there and there was nothing left in the car. I was like, really?
Yeah, sorry. My mother was getting the rest of it, I do believe. Hey, you know what? These people should be happy. I'm giving them a shelter. I didn't have to. I could make them sit out in the open. Should have packed an umbrella. Should have thought of that before you became my minion.
No hard shelter for the employees?
No. That'd be silly. How else are they going to toughen up?
Did you even pick a perk for the staff room yet?
I always forget that they have perks because I've never needed them.
They will get tired and pissy in Sandbox, just so you know.
Oh no, I know that. I'm saying I've never needed the perks to function.
I've got one educator in my other zoo that keeps getting pissy that I've got him doing 2 talks like a month apart from each other. And whenever I hear him walk up, he's going, and I'm just like, shut up.
Well, maybe you shouldn't overwork your staff, dear.
The rest of the talks are spaced out.
Well, good for them, but he's the one who, or he or she, is the one who's doing all that work that they're complaining about. God, you think you'd take care of your employees right.
But it's not even that much work.
Oh, let me guess. You're gonna say, oh, they're just standing around. That's not hard work.
They're doing the same.
I love the quiet, like, moment of silence as you contemplate saying exactly that.
They're doing the same talk over and over.
Oh, honey, that just makes it worse. How many times can you do the Jungle Cruise before your soul just kind of gives up and goes away?
They're the one that wanted to be an animal educator. I can't have them not doing any talks for 6 months, because then why am I paying them? I'm not paying them to sit in the break room for 6 months.
God, you're exactly the kind of person who, like, fires the Santa.
No.
I believe I told that story last time about knowing a guy who was a insanely famous good Santa. And
Santa can work in the stockroom.
the toy store fired him just before the end of right after the end of the holidays, because he got sick, because he was an old guy and he ate bad food that had been in the fridge for ages, because he didn't have money. He was doing charity work. Still can't believe they managed to con him into coming back the next year. Well, I think that was the end after that. I know there's little rocks. Littler. Littler. There we
The
go.
$5 rocks are the tiny ones.
I did not even realize there was a price difference.
Really?
It's never once been relevant to me.
Yeah, price on all of it gives you an idea of what size the shit is.
Let's see here. The thrilling sound of a focusing builder who has no social skills and therefore has nothing to say. The beauty, the majesty, the silence.
Dun, dun, dun.
Really? That was worthy of dramatic exit?
Sure.
Well, thank you.
Why not? Might as well.
Okay, gonna have to raise all this to give them a little more head clearance. Yes. Oh, I'm hitting the wrong button. That's why it's not rotating.
That would do it. So what are you gonna put in the green areas?
Well, I'm gonna recolor them to less green, more sandy looking. In fact, let me go ahead and do that now, because I want to kind of do a bit of sand, low intensity. You know what? Let's just maximize it. Wham! I do appreciate that the natural path matches whatever you put under it.
Oh, I never noticed that.
Okay, now we're going to lower the intensity back. Give us a little bit.
I guess it really wouldn't be natural path if it didn't do that.
A little bit of soil. Yeah, mark those paths. Boop. I also really appreciate the blending in this game. It's actually fairly good once you get around the idea that, you know, you don't need to go 100% intensity. A little bit of subtlety goes a long way. little bit of grass here, just to de-emphasize the sand. So this will basically make it look less vibrantly, painfully, you know, spray painted green by putting them together like this.
What are you gonna put in there?
And grassland plants? I don't know yet. Haven't quite gotten there.
I wasn't sure if you had already figured it out.
Yeah, no, just grassland plants. Let's see, I really wish I wish I could put like gobs of earth up here. Oh, you know what? Let's get creative.
Gobs of earth. There's
Gobs.
mulch. There's mulch. There's like some that's circular in the
There we
size of,
go.
like, the terracotta pots.
So one of the big things about this is you can grow the land outward. So like underneath the rocks, you can't see it because I'm in the rocks. It's very hard to... Yeah, here we go. So I'm pulling the earth up in the middle and then pulling it outward. There we go. And the idea is to pull it out to the point where... Come on. Alright, I probably need to up the intensity here. There we go. So I'm starting to make it kind of come out of the woodwork here. Why are you not... Oh. Is it? I think it's naturally protecting those things. Okay. That's not unfair. But that's okay. Because that means I can go crazy. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to basically grow all the dirt out around it, and then I'm going to push it back in. My goal is to give me places to put plants. And to give this a little bit more of a natural feel to it. Yeah. So you can see I've got a little bit of pull here. Okay, so that's a protected area. Using smoothing there, and then we're gonna paint some rock on here. And once we do that, paint some soil. I realize this is a degree of effort I probably didn't have to go through, but damn it, I can't help it. Okay, so I want a few more rocks. I want to spread this out a little bit. Break up the sameness of using rocks as my primary decor. And give the kitties something to play with. Because why not? I forgot today's New Year's.
Yeah, so it's probably gonna be
Probably gonna be a quiet stream.
yeah.
That's okay.
I'll put Benedict passed.
Oh, he did?
Yeah.
Oh.
I thought I had seen Francis requesting prayers yesterday. And I was like, that seems kind of weird.
Well, he had been sick for at least a few days.
Yeah, I didn't know. He was 95.
Yeesh.
Barbara Walters late last night, or some point yesterday.
Okay, so I did a baseline of sand. So I think I'm going to put like a signpost structure here. I'm going to build up some rocks and then put a sign.
Where are you keeping your keys?
I assume hanging up outside,
Okay.
out the normal place, because she needs to have access to them.
Because she didn't lock the car.
Okay.
And there's more chatter on Facebook about people going around looking in cars with flashlights and shit at night. And I just want to make sure that it's locked in case we don't go out again.
Okay. Yeah, so we're going to make this grassland decorated. Oh. And we do not want full intensity. We want partial intensity.
Very windy out.
Yeah. I might have to put some rocks to hide that. I forgot that was there. Really don't like that. We must have our pretty zoo. There we go.
Oh, goodness me.
I think there is there a section like that over here. There is, so just go ahead and slap you in there.
Oh yeah, you're probably going to have to finish fencing off that waterfall.
Fencing off that waterfall.
In the area you were just at, over by the food court.
Uh-huh.
Because you can just run over the edge. You run off the path.
Oh yeah, no, I'm not done.
The guests don't leave the path.
Oh, so do we have to plan around guests like in a realistic way? Is that the goal?
I mean, we can if you want.
If we got built-in security features, I'm okay with it.
It just makes me so nervous with that drop-off and nothing there to block it, no kind of fencing or anything. In mine, I would probably have something blocking the drop-off. Because then you're going to have a mother screaming, "Where's little Timmy?" Well, little Timmy's swimming with the platypus, so, you know.
Here, give me just a second. Okay, righto. More family stuff, because of course there is. So you were mentioning security systems for your guests not, you know, jumping anywhere.
Well, you know, parents don't watch their kids half the time. A lot of parents don't watch their kids half the time.
What's that, little Timmy? Your favorite animal's tigers? Well, there they are.
I can totally see that happening, so...
I mean, I'm pretty sure it's literally happened before, so...
Yeah, not be surprised at all.
Now, the problem is, though, how are we going to handle that for something like this?
What do you mean?
I mean, I've barely got a fence in for people not to hop over the edge here.
Well, that has its own fence on the pathway, so that's fine.
Yeah, it's waist high, though. Little Timmy could literally just be like, up, up, up.
Well, that I'm not so worried about. It's like more on the ground where it's just open and there's no pathway. Where, you know, it can't happen in the game, but because they are glued to the pathway, but, you know. Then again, I spend like an hour putting a fence in, so. But this is your side of the zoo, so you can do whatever you want.
Well, that's good enough until I figure out what I'm actually doing with that area, because I don't know if I don't know how I'm going to redo this path. Like, I might end up getting rid of, like, the toilet information thing over here and put them over here. Actually, come to think of it.
I do feel like you need another entrance exit onto that pathway, but then you're going to have to fuck with your,
Well, I could put it where I'm gonna have to redo the path anyhow. I could put it where the bathroom and the information booth are. Like, I'm definitely keeping this centerpiece. I like how this came out, but like all of this is a mess, and all of this is a mess.
I would leave the vending machines just so that there's a rest area for the tour.
Well, I was gonna have the tour rest over in the actual rest area.
I mean, you could.
Okay, so what I'm going to do then is I'm going to...
That feels a little better.
What's up?
That feels a little better.
Oh, I see.
Just so it's not this open, gaping drop-off.
Well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to... You okay?
They gave the dog something to eat. And I don't know what.
Alright, so what we're going to do is I'm going to make a fence that is not actually a fence. Like, not a structured fence. And the whole point of that fence is going to be, again, as we discussed, keeping people from plummeting to their doom. So, let's see. Do we want chain link or steel mesh for this? Well, you know what? We'll do wood. We'll make it blend in. Let's see. Let's grab some wood. Not a habitat perimeter. Everything okay?
Yeah, my mom has no idea what the dog was given. She said she didn't give him anything, and then she goes, oh, maybe Diane gave him a cracker. I just want to know what the fuck it was, because it was awfully crunchy.
Well, he's on the move again, so if you really want to find out.
Your mom went in her room. My mom was the only one left in the kitchen making him lunch, so...
Sorry, now I'm sitting here thinking, oh, well, what would I have to do to block this off proper?
Well, I mean, that's the staff area. You decorate it how you want.
Well, no, I've got this fence here now to block it off so that kids aren't climbing on the rocks that are, you know, up over the waterfall. I got distracted from my little central pillar thing. Well, that's okay, because I got a terrain. We're going to roughen this up a little bit. And we're going to smooth this part. Just give us a little bit of hills, a little bit of definition. And I think we're going to... Okay, so it looks like we're not going to lower that, so we're just going to have to erase the terrain again. Okay, now, we're already set the grassland. I kind of want to figure out... I'm going to use this section here to figure out what I want for plants, so I can use that over here as well. So I think I definitely want the dry grass. That's going to be a nice additive there. Let's see. That is definitely more deserty. Oh, grapevine. Oh. Wasn't that nice?
Holy shit. 23 hours ago. Oh, somebody already claimed it. Never mind.
What?
Someone's like, anybody want a hermit crab free? Has everything you need.
Oh. Oh well.
Wow, there was a lot of people that wanted it. I'm surprised, because you wouldn't think there'd be that many people interested in hermit crabs here.
Oh, it was a thing here at one point.
Was it, though?
Yeah. It was a trend at one point in the distant past. People around my age probably would be more interested.
I'm surprised with it being so landlocked here that people would even give two fucks. Usually it's more like a beachy town thing. That's how I always knew of them.
Oh. Well, that's pretty nice. Well, you also lived in a beachy town.
Yeah, but I didn't know that people would give a shit about a hermit crab not near the beach. Like, I thought that was just a touristy thing.
Now, the big thing is I have to be careful because this is right near my animals, and they're going to get PO'd if,
I think as long as they don't overhang the fence.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. I don't know if they're overhanging the fence. Nope, I managed to avoid it. Okay. Okay, so cork oak. Well, I could do the palm trees. Yeah, I think I'd rather do the palm trees, to be honest.
I like those little guys.
What's that?
I like those little guys, the little short version of that palm tree. They feel very landscapey.
I think they are landscapey, to be perfectly honest.
I mean, I get that people use them, you know, they're part of quote-unquote a landscape, but they feel like polished professional landscapey. I know that probably doesn't make any sense, but I know what I'm trying to say. It's just not coming across.
Ooh. Ooh, I like the ghost gum trees too. You know what? I'm going to use that. I like that.
Yeah, he doesn't have to go anywhere on Monday, right?
Not that I'm aware of. Wednesday and Friday, I think.
Okay. We're looking at severe weather threats Monday afternoon. All modes possible.
Don't have good underbrush yet.
Hmm?
I don't have good underbrush.
Underbrush.
There we go. Stuff that grows under trees.
Oh, okay. Bushy things.
Well, this'll do nicely. Because that gives us a little backdrop there. I like this grass, but I think I want the green version. Buffalo grass, yes. So let's see. So I had buffalo grass. I had the ghost gum tree, and I can't remember what it was called. What was the name of that bush? Didn't want to click on it, but I'll have to click on it. Let's see, hawthorn. I'm just favoriting these real quick so I can find the species.
Oh, that's fine.
Make sure I didn't accidentally overhang anything. Nope. Okay. Or at least nothing they're going to object to. So I need... hawthorn bush. We're going to end the bushes there. We're going to keep going with the grass. Boop, boop. let's add a second layer to that. Yep. Okay, so that gives me a nice layered look. Yeah. And now I've got stuff I can work with, so now that I know what I have, we're going to, let's turn off align to surface here.
You may want to stop.
Stop what?
Stop the game. Like hit pause.
Why?
Because you've just hit play and you have no trash bins, no tables.
Oh, yes, good point. Thank you. I appreciate that.
They're all gonna get pissed off by how dirty and no place to sit and all that shit.
Yeah, I like these. These are tall enough to not completely block the view. So at ground level, you'll still be able to see my signs. What do you think I want? Too tall. Okay. So while I'm going to have the gum trees around the outside, but on the inside I think I want to stick to smaller stuff. So let's see here. So definitely gonna have my buffalo grass, of course.
Gotta have the buffalo.
Well,
it's 63 out. What is happening? Like last week we were in negative 23-degree wind chill and it's 63 today. What is happening? I don't understand.
hey Zords!
It's Zordles.
Guess who has a fancy chat thing so we can actually see chat pop up on his game so we can actually see what the hell's going on. It's me! Oh, still too big. So, still decorating all my junk. Gonna end up redoing all of this at some point. But I decided to do a big, Nah. It's Waluigi! Anyhow, yeah, so I'm still kind of figuring out, this is a big rest area. I've got all my little vendors hidden away inside this central mountain thing I'm working on. Gonna have it surrounded by those trees, but I'm trying to figure out the middle. And so ultimately, we've got fancy things to keep kids from wandering into the back. I've got a little fence there, make sure they don't do anything stupid and doom themselves. And let's see here. So I'm still trying to figure out how I'm going to decorate the rock wall here. I'd like some kind of bush or tree. Ooh, oh, that's lovely. There we go. Well, no, because then the parents sue me because they couldn't pay attention. I'd rather not. Nisey and I had a big discussion about that while we were deciding if we were going to worry about the artificial kids or not. Well, again, the parents who care are also going to be the parents who probably are going to sue me, so I'd like to avoid that. Ooh, goldenrod. Let's see. Yes, Happy New Year's. A new day has dawned. Dun dun dun.
Well, not quite yet for us, but for some people it has.
Oh yeah, let's mix in some wildflowers. I don't know, the whole ancestral line, is that not a little much? Okay, but do we really have to Conan them? Do we really have to have the generations? It seems like an awful lot of work, dude.
Well, I mean, you know.
I mean, just because the snot-nosed kid couldn't keep themselves from, you know, jumping into the tiger pen, I don't know if we have to get rid of Grandpa Joe, too. Oh, that's a nice little layered effect. Ooh, oh, that's perfect. There we go. Something nice and small that I can cram in there. That is perfect. Yeah. Got our own tiny little olive trees. I think I have to move that off the trunk at least, but... Poor Grandpa Joe. Never had a chance. I've got to set this up so that the text stays up a little longer. Because I'm pretty sure I missed at least a couple of your comments, and we don't really want to miss any of that. Wait, did I accidentally delete the non-loading string? Huh. Okay. How do I set that up?
I don't know. You've got the fancy shit. I don't have.
I downloaded the Twitch Studio because again, not seeing the text really messes with me. Like I can't bring myself to keep checking the other monitor to talk with people, but it's also a lot less boring when I have someone to talk to. But I can't remember. Oh, that's actual chat settings. That's not what I want to do. Can't remember, nope, that's not it. Nope. Huh. Oh, there it is. I can't see a damned thing. Holy crap. Okay, so there's chat. Let's see. Do think I want a little bigger scale here, because you were a little narrow. No removing messages. Okay. Okay, so at this point when stuff gets typed in, I hopefully can see it a little longer. Hey, Nana, type something for me. Okay, so it's sitting there. Now, I take it you can't see that, hun? Like, can you see text in the upper right?
Upper right.
Although it vanished now, so it might be too late. It would have been fairly obvious.
I don't know, because I wasn't paying attention that hard to the screen.
Oh, well, thank you.
I can try again.
Yeah, it should be right up in the corner if you're seeing it.
Is me typing showing up for you?
Yes. Well, I'm seeing the message, which is the intention. So, okay, alright.
I don't see it at all.
Good. I wasn't sure, so I wanted to make sure. So, what you been up to lately? What sort's been hanging? I don't know. Fuck, I have no social skills. Help me, lady.
Zorts went back to work this week. When I talked to Zorts yesterday, he said he had no plans for New Year's Eve. I don't know if that's since changed, though.
Alright, yeah, I think I'm fairly happy with that. So, let's see. Let's go over here and delete the path of non-use here, because it's obvious I'm not going to use that. So, plans have changed a little bit for the zoo. Originally, I was going to be all like, oh, yeah, we're gonna have a separate walk-in area and everything. But, with all the room I have left, I've decided I'm going to do a fancy drive-through area. I'm going to do a ride. And nobody's ever regretted doing that before. So let's see. We've got the Transport Adventure Tour. Could do a monorail. A ginormous train. When the hell did we get that?
That's been in for a little bit.
Really?
Yeah.
I had no idea. That's a big honking train.
Yeah, it's like a transport to get around the area.
Oh, is it a transport? Does it not? Oh, okay, transport.
It's not.
Oh, well, they all say transport, so
Yeah.
that's not helpful. Huh. What do I want to do? Do I want to do a car? Car would not require rails. Oh, excuse me. Oh. My sleeping patterns are disrupted because my mother has decided to return for a while, so I have to get used to sleeping in here on a real bed again.
And somehow I've inadvertently flipped him to my sleep schedule, and I feel really, really bad about that. Sorry, sweetie.
It happens. Entry left to exit left. Okay. And then... wasn't there a way to add more space?
What do you mean?
There was a way to add more space for more vehicles, I thought. Oh, but that doesn't happen until later, does it?
I don't know. That turns it.
No, that part I remember. Okay.
Click.
All right.
Is it? What's that one?
Well, that's for the
That's the station. That
Yeah.
adds the station longer, so you can add more cars.
Well, no, this is just the entry and exit.
Oh.
Yeah. That's why I was confused. But you know what? It might be something that you add later, or maybe add to the back or something. Alright, well, that at least I'll just mark the entry location then. Could have sworn there was a line up there, but maybe not. Oh, you know what? With the cars, maybe it's not like that. Now I think of it. It might very well be that the cars are that's just the station and the cars line up as they're waiting.
Maybe. I haven't really played with the transportation in here.
That's partially why I ended up doing this. Specifically because I wanted to...
Yeah, I don't know that much about them. Your sleep schedule is off. You should actually go grab a nap. You've been awake for 11 hours now. Only 11?
I was gonna say, that's rookie numbers there.
Only 11?
Jeez, Zorts, lost your touch.
Damn.
Pretty sure I don't need all of rocks,
Well, you
so...
have a good nap, sir.
Yeah. I keep forgetting you've got weird sleep schedule. Well, you know, if you gotta go nap, I appreciate you popping in here. Let the soothing sound of my voice wake you up all day. Well, maybe you shouldn't have me running, but... still, I appreciate you stopping by. Well, let's... yeah, what we're gonna do is we're gonna rock is what we're gonna do. Yeah! I can't do the rock voice right now. My throat hurts too much. Stupid allergies. Just imagine me sounding like, you know, something from the 80s. Yep, have yourself a good night.
Yeah,
Get some rest.
We average what? Russell averages some days where it's, I don't know, 16 hours awake. Bad days, 36 hours away?
Yeah. I just finished my own little section of non-sleep.
That wasn't entirely your fault, though.
Yeah, I know, but still.
Family being back in this house.
It wasn't even her, it was all the other stuff.
It has also contributed. And I've been trying to lay down sooner for you.
Which I appreciate. Oh, let's block off these little bastard kids.
I think I actually fell asleep before you last night.
I think you did too. I had trouble sleeping again last night. I was up way late.
You might have also been feeding off my insomnia for the past, 2 days.
Possibly.
It just slammed me last night when I was sitting here. I'm like, oh, hi, body. You finally decided you want to sleep now.
Well, that's why. I don't have a line of surface going. I was wondering why I wasn't seeing as many options.
So it looks like there was one color yarn that you hit 2 quantity on instead of 1.
Yeah, sorry. I was just kind of trying to BS my way through it. Alright, well, we're going to have our entryway here. Q. Wow, that's all the Q colors they have?
For the pathway, yeah.
That's kind of terrible.
It's really limited.
Obstructed. Obstructed? Why are we obstructed?
Is the pathway on the other side?
Oh, do I have to put the path first? No. That's weird. It's not letting me... Oh, maybe I have to...
You might have to put the pathway coming off of this wood one and let it connect. Like the buildings where you can't... You can't place a building on a path, you have to line it up next to it. Or the ground's funny there, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
It might be facing the wrong direction. You might not have the entrance on the right side. I'm not sure.
I can't connect it anywhere, hon. Well, you know what? I'll worry about that later. That'll be the last to worry about. Let's see. Okay, so back to rocks. So again, I'm going to have a little set piece here. Just a little sign to indicate my... I wish I made that taller, but you know what? I was running out of room. Hell with it. Alright, then what we're going to do is we are going to use our rock cladding to make a sign. We've got angle snap on. Good. Boop. Yep. Sorry for the sudden silence. My brain just suddenly said, "Hey, Russell, you've been chatting for a while. Time to shut up."
You can be quiet for sometimes, just gotta talk at some point.
Well.
You still could make the other thing taller with, like, trees and stuff.
Yeah, that's always an option. Yeah, there we go. And what we're going to do is we're going to use the same thing. Let's line the surface now.
Just depends on how much you want to put into it.
Alright, so I've got a fancy little sign for my area. Question is, what do I want to call it?
You said something about the snack shack, but...
Well, that was back when it was a big square thing. Now that it's not.
Carnivore Tavern.
But it's not all carnivores.
Well, what do you have in there? You've got Chief Beef and Hot Dog Squad. Well, carnivore's really long for us now.
I can make it fit.
Tower Rock Grill.
Did you just call it Power Rock Grill?
Tower. Tower.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
The Enclave.
Gumtree Grove?
Whatever you want, sir. These are ghost trees, I thought. Or are they gum trees?
Ghost Gumtree.
Ghost gum tree.
Do a little roughening up here to make it a little bit more natural looking. Just to make things bump out a little. I'm already stupid proud about this. It's not particularly impressive, but I'm still stupid proud about it.
You're allowed to be proud of it.
I almost wonder if I can make this taller.
I mean, don't forget, it's been quite some time since you've played Zoo to begin with.
I think if I want to make this taller, I've got to remove all the crap on top. But do I really need to make it taller?
I don't think so.
Like, it's kind of hidden away here, but that's also not necessarily a bad thing.
I mean, if you make it too tall, then it's gonna be like maybe overly big for the area. What kind of benches or tables?
I have no idea. I haven't gotten that far. Whatever fits. So I do want I'm going to put these back behind here as a backdrop. I'm going to put a minor water feature there, but I don't want to break up. I don't want to break up this whole skyline thing going on.
Well, we also have to make sure that there's room for our support poles for our gondolas. We did say we had to put one in.
Yeah, it's gonna. We're gonna have gondolas at the corner here. Were we gonna do all 4 corners or just the 2 corners?
You had originally said all 4 corners, I thought.
I mean, it makes a degree of sense, I think. I'm gonna have to put rocks along all this. Make it blend in the rest of the way. Are we still trying to... They're still trying to view over here. I don't think there's any way for me to stop them. Because I've already put in like 3 vista points and they're still trying to look through there.
I don't know if there's anything you're going to be able to do about that. At least you don't have the whole huge crowd standing there anymore.
Yeah.
What was that?
What? Oh, it was just notifying me that my my ride's down.
Oh. Oh my goodness, I am covered in fluff. This was not the shirt to wear. Holy shit.
Why not a waterfall? Okay, just gotta make sure not to do murky this time. Because for some reason it likes to do murky. Waterfall mid. Let's see, I think, yeah, there we go. Oh, do I have that sideways? I think I do. Yeah, I did.
What sideways?
The waterfall. Bottom. Waterfall! Fancy! Now let's put a fence around it so the little fucking kids don't crawl around in there. It's not going to be a habitat perimeter. So I got to turn that option off.
You can?
Yes.
I did not know that.
Yeah, you can use these for decoration.
I did not realize that. Where's the option to turn it off?
In the settings, the gear thing, it's third one down, habitat perimeter.
Oh. I did not realize that.
So I've got a nice decorative thing there.
I feel dumb now.
Nothing to feel dumb about. Oh, shit. Me deleting that, maybe, but... I wonder if I make this straight and then curved. No, it did not even it out. Well, that's a pity.
That might be something to do with the pathway. You might have to fuss with.
It's not. It's because of how I place this. So
so you might have to fuss with the little hole in there.
Well, again, what it does is it does the it acts based off of the angle you were at the time. So you know what I'm gonna have to do? I'm gonna have to get rid of this section and that section. Can you see how it's curving now? Now that that's one big piece, maybe now I can... Nope. Ah, well, it's good enough. Okay, now, let's go back to nature. We're going to go back to our decorative plants here. Buffalo grass we used, yes. So right now I'm just trying to give this sort of a natural look to it, or at least as much as I can BS. Which means adding undergrowth to go with trees.
So what's that car ride supposed to attach to?
Itself?
No. What animal's going?
Oh, I'm going to put a safari thing. Yeah, lions and tigers, not, well, no. Only lions. Might not be lions either. I'm not sure yet. Okay. I'm going to see what I can find. Okay. Let's see. So, got the gum tree. Oh yeah, hawthorn bushes. Because again, they're a vital part of my underbrush. Just to give myself a little bit of
being attacked by fluff today.
You're making fluff. I don't know why you're surprised or upset.
No, it's like like static clinging to my face. Like all of a sudden I just feel it like all over my face.
Okay, so then I've got the daisies here. I've been using them to add a little bit of flowers to my
Had to change my shirt
grass
once
here.
already because I looked down. I was like, oh right, this is the fuzz magnet shirt.
I was wondering what you were going on about.
Yeah, I looked down and I had like quite a lot of pink fluff on my shirt. I was like, oh. Like, that's not gonna work.
Okay, and then I've got another thing of bushes, but I can't remember which kind it was. Hawthorn, olive, ghost gum.
I didn't see what you would
Yeah, I didn't save it, I don't think.
Was it your
Hawthorn.
buffalo?
Oh yeah, maybe it was just a... Oh no, wait, it was behind here. Wattle.
Waddle, waddle, waddle.
Alright, and that I just use as, like, to go underneath the hawthorn. Just to add another layer to it. Yeah, just break stuff up a little bit. Again, decorating the rest of that's going to wait until I figure out my ride. Bush there. Bush there. We're not showing through, that's good. Okay, so cover up all the little empty spots here. Make it look a little more lived in. I'm gonna have to decorate all this too. I just haven't gotten to it because again, I'm gonna be redoing all this anyhow. Oh shit! I forgot I unpaused the game. Whoopsie!
Huh?
I unpaused the game, so I have just piles of people showing up here. Okay, let's go ahead and pull together our benches and picnic seats. What style do I want to cram in here? I could do the fancy New World one, but... classic picnic bench. Oh, I could do a fancy metal one. Let's see, I've got water there, food there, food there. Okay,
Has to be on a pathway.
No, I know. I'm looking at what I've got lined up.
Oh.
So yeah, so I think I want to focus on... Yeah, I'm going to put them on the sides here. And I've got a Line it up with the pathway. Let's see. I remember having... I remember there being lights that I could use in the table.
Try the decorative lighting.
Yep. So there is a snap point for these benches, and by going to be a little bit of a darkness, so whoop. So it just adds a little bit of light to them. You're right, I do like these solar lights.
Yeah.
They are very useful.
And you can change the color of the light on them too.
Really? I hadn't noticed that.
Yeah, that's what I've got them tinted green in the frog house.
Oh, that's pretty neat. Okay, so got basic lights there. Now I think I want to add a little bit of lighting to my structure here. My goal is to light it without having the light source be easily visible from the surface. Because I'm weird like that.
I don't know, I like these because they just don't seem that obnoxious.
They put out a good amount of light without
Size,
being
yeah.
without being like huge or difficult to work with. I want to add no power. Okay. I think I wanted to add a transformer here anyhow.
I think you originally had something. Oh no, you were trying to put in a solar panel on the food court. That's what it was originally.
Yeah, well, I have the solar panel somewhere. Let's see. Oh, maybe I removed it. You know what? I deleted it and didn't realize, I think. Which would explain a bit. Can I get that any closer? No, but you know what? I'll end up using a... Oh, I put a solar panel over here. But I don't think I put one over here. That's okay.
There's a slot right there. Oh, no, that's your sign.
Yeah.
Because there's a slot right there you could stick one into, but...
There we go, a nicely lit waterfall. Let's see. The floodlights are obnoxiously bright. Or spotlights, excuse me.
They can be. That's kind of why I use those garden solar lights.
Oh, I didn't realize those were fiery. That's pretty neat. From the Twilight pack. So this is ultimately going to illuminate my sign. Make sure it doesn't stand out too bad. Okay, yep. Very tiny rocks. I need a little rock to hide my light in. It's more fancy like that.
I can't believe tomorrow is January.
Yep.
What the hell? That's crazy.
Well, that'll be outside power for a little while anyhow. Alright, let's see. So, well, as I'm doing this, let's go ahead and organize some lamps. So I'm thinking maybe... I don't really like that though. That is ugly, but it would make a very good marker for like a walk-in area. Huh.
What is it?
It's the European ceiling lights.
Oh.
It kind of looks like a lit up table or something. I forgot they had a few food ones too.
Oh yeah, the neon.
Oh, you can change their color.
Yes. Oh. Oh.
The butterflies.
Or the pattern color?
The actually both. I don't remember that being an option.
I don't remember that being an option either. I thought they were always the blue one.
Yeah.
I wonder if they changed that with the last update for DLC.
Yeah. Huh. Well, that's kind of neat. Fire. I'll have to keep those in mind for the future. Let's see.
We're going to be burning the whole place down.
Decorative lighting.
Don't forget trash cans.
Thank you for the reminder.
Did you forget?
I didn't really forget, but just hadn't gotten to it yet, but I definitely need to slap that on there real quick. Okay, gotta wait for that section. Oop. Yeah, I think that'll suffice for light. Yeah, I can see the person, so I'm going to call that done for the purposes of lighting. Okay, so where are we going to cram our garbage?
Everywhere.
Kinda, yeah.
Because they've been throwing trash everywhere.
Okay, trash bins everywhere. I did want to put in an education thing. I forgot they added, like, kids' education stuff. Well, that's what I was going to do.
What?
I was going to add some reeds and stuff like that to the water feature. get rid of the nonsensical window now.
Yeah, I didn't know if you had wanted the... Hit the circle. Oh, there's no circle because it's not enclosed. Oh, never mind. My bad. I was wondering if you had the window there on purpose or not.
At one point, yes. I forgot I accidentally did this as a group again. Okay, now I need signs. Oh, first I need ambience.
Ambience?
Ambient sounds.
Ah. What'd you do, turn the flashlight on?
Yeah.
So, do the counters have radio or no? Because the full-on stands did that you could turn on. Or it would just be like doing advertisements and stuff.
Radio enabled. I don't know what the radio does, but it's enabled.
If you're close enough to the stand, every so often you'll hear like the jingle for like Chief Beef or Hat's Fantastic and stuff.
Ah, okay.
Like you'll be standing there and you'll hear like a bunch of stuff you don't understand, and then all of a sudden it'll go, "Hat's Fantastic."
Oh, I never put in a toilet. Knew there was something I forgot. Okay, we're gonna hire a caretaker here, and we are going to assign you Gumtree Grove. Let's assign wandering. Okay, so we're going to send you to Gumtree Grove. You're going to Platypus Falls. So we're marking all of our stuff with our names as we go along, so that we can keep track of who put what where. So we know, we know who we're assigning to different areas, everything. That's why it's all our Platypus Falls and everything.
Yeah, because as far as the game's concerned, it's all the same zoo.
I think we're gonna have 4. For right now, we're gonna have 2U there. Okay, with the vendors having to be zoned, I'm not gonna bother naming them, dear, because they kind of have to be zoned. Otherwise, they just wander around like idiots and get nothing done.
Alright.
I'm still stupid happy about that waterfall. Don't know why.
Careful with how it's gonna be.
Alrighty, so I think this is going to wrap me up for me. I'm just going to do a couple signs real quick before I go. I forgot. Okay, that's Hot Dog Squad. Which means Chief Beef should be here, yes. This is the information counter. Yeah, so that is just a memento. Which means that's my hat place. Hat's fantastic. Couldn't remember the name, sadly, even though it's fairly obvious. Okay, we've got Gulpy Soda. Which means this is Pip Shop Water. Yes, thank you. Don't walk past the litter. Clean the litter.
Why would they do that?
Yeah, so I think back in the house is going to be what I tried to do next week, if I remember to.
Yeah, I was wondering if you were gonna...
No. I have to do the back of the house. I have to finish lining the rocks and stuff along the thing here. I kind of have to. Did we at least... Let me change the light over now that I've got my... So I'm still having the occasional Yahoo just fucking try to look at things from here. Like these people. That is not my fault.
try to move them, will they go back there?
They won't go back, but there's no point in doing that. Boy, they really need restrooms. I'm gonna have to try to remember that.
Yeah, you never did put that other potty in. You've only got the one.
Virtual tour. Washa. I do think I need to make this bigger, though.
Make what bigger?
The central thing, because I walked in. You know, I'm walking along, and it's time for me to. Oh, maybe this is a rest area. And then, here's the dramatic vista, except I don't have anything dramatic because the center is kind of shorter than the trees. Like, I like it, but I think I need to scale it up.
It's up to you.
But yeah, I'm kind of happy with that. I kind of like how the counters are kind of crammed into our elaborate structure.
We have to figure out what's the deal with that ride thing. We might need to go into an empty zoo
Ah!
and figure out. I don't have any trash cans over here.
Da, 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 da,
Well, there's literally no
Da.
trash cans. What do you expect?
da, 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 da.
Ah.
Yeah.
Well, you had it too far away.
It's literally 2 body lengths away. For them to have walked here to drop this, it is closer to go there and throw it in there than it is to go anywhere else. There is no reason to be here.
To be fair.
Really? Okay, let's open up with to be fair. Let's hear it.
To be fair, that may have been dropped before you put the trash cans in, and the stupid caretaker just...
And these 2 are just walking by it.
Somebody else must have pinged off to get it, and they just haven't gotten over yet.
Here, let me help you. Employee who's probably named Russ. I knew it.
Man, that Russ employee, he's a real slacker.
He only works once a week.
For like a half an hour.
Half an hour? Surely it's been longer than that. I was making a joke at my expense, to be clear. How long have I been doing this?
Oh, no. You've been doing this for 2.5 hours.
Yeah. Well, I hope you enjoyed my little impromptu inspection tour. Yeah, definitely think I need to... I also overdid the pathways over here, but you know what? I'm sure it's going to be full of angry people crammed in if I don't, so... And the other side's going to have more seating once I finish the intro to the drive around.
I mean, you're gonna end up putting a couple benches in and things, so it's fine. It's a good width. It's better to be a little bit wide than too narrow, so they don't get bottlenecked.
Oh yeah. Okay, I think I'm going to wrap up, though. So, thank you all for watching. I appreciate it. I hope you enjoyed. And, again, I'll be here next week, presumably, to try to improve things even more. So, have yourself a good night.